before I would hold them all in my left hand and throw, but then the more I kept thinking about it, I just think that, you know, every shot would be the same if I just put them all down. And my routine and like kind of like a free throw, every time it'll be consistent instead of having different weights in my left hand, which probably isn't a big factor, but at the end of the day, just putting them down and having one, it'll be the consistent every time.
Quickly, guys, if you'd like to support the channel even more than watching videos, please subscribe.
My name is Chris Kingsbury, ACL Pro from St. Pete, Florida. Sponsored by Ulster Cornhole, Big Chiefs, Coffee Cornhole, K9 Unit, Dezo, and I think that's it.
Do you step?
First started, I would step over, but then as I gradually started playing, now I just stay and I just throw, and I kind of like lift my left leg up. I don't go over though.
And what kind of grip do you have?
So my grip, a lot of people use the butterfly. Mine's kind of like that. I go up a little bit higher on the bag, and then I kind of just like, I grab more like the top right corner kind of, and then I just kind of come down, and then when it comes out, just straight out like that, and just kind of get the bag flat.
Would you call that like a modified butterfly, or in the middle of the bag butterfly?
Yeah, I mean, it's a butterfly. It's kind of, I mean, it started, I mean, obviously everybody always like, hey, throw the butterfly. So that's how I kind of started. And I used to hold the bottom, but gradually I started like working my way up, just kind of working on things. And then going like this, I felt like I just kind of had more control. So it's been working out good.
Do you do anything different for airmails?
No, I do the same grip. I just, you know, I think obviously you just got to release it a little higher, you know, so depending on what kind of airmail you're hitting, but, you know, just throw it a little bit higher and longer.
How do you aim the slide-ins?
I just look at the hole. I don't look at a spot on the board. I just look at the hole and just try to slide it in.
What do you do if it's a really sticky conditions or really slick conditions? Like, how do you differentiate?
Yeah, so the board speed is obviously a big factor. So what I like to do is I like to match my bag speed with the board. So if the boards are slow, obviously I get a faster bag. If they're fast, I get a slower bag. But sometimes you can't really control that too much. So I mean, if they're slower, I mean, you just got to play a dirtier game. It's kind of like a game style change, because you know that not all the bags are going to be going in the hole. So you kind of like start blocking. You learn how to back block. You know, you try to like, you don't worry about PPRs, and you just kind of like try to worry about the DPR and just get points. You know.
Everybody knows the best way to get good at anything is to practice. If you would like to start practicing cornhole and you don't know where to start, you get bored during practice, or you've hit a plateau, click the link below for our free practice app and start making every shot you should.
I mean, I got lots of different bags, so I mean, ideally you would like all the boards to be the same, but you know, a lot of tournaments, they're not all the same. Like some are fast, some are slow, so you kind of got to figure it out. I like kind of like the Viper R's, it's kind of like a hybrid, and it changes speeds like as the boards change speeds. So this is like a good kind of bag no matter what. So I kind of been throwing this a lot.
4 airmails.
All right.
any advice to beginners on playing and practice and things like that?
I would say, first thing that you want to be able to do is slide the bag in the hole and try to get a flat bag. If your bag's flat, it's a lot easier to slide in the hole. And if you can, the main thing about the game is just sliding it in the hole. A lot of people try to learn the roll, airmail, all that stuff first, but what you got to be able to do, and what it comes down with it at the end of the day, it comes down to is just sliding it in the hole. So I would say just practice sliding. Because once you can master that, then you can work on the other parts of your games, but you have to be able to at least slide the bag in the hole,
Do you have any thoughts on stepping or not stepping?
I think I would do whatever is comfortable. Whatever is comfortable to the person that's throwing. You don't want to be uncomfortable when you're throwing. So when I first started, stepping over felt comfortable to me. And as I kept playing, learning the game, I realized I think not stepping is a little bit of advantage because you can stay back and get your bag a little more backloaded. When you're falling forward, it's kind of hard to get your bag up and back when you're going forward. So staying back, you can kind of back tilt your bag if you do want to roll or cut shots. It's going to help. Because before, when I was sliding like this, I was really good at just sliding in, but my cut shots weren't that good. So now now I'm just kind of staying back. I kind of backload my bag, and that gets around a lot better.
Floor, and you just had one bag in your hand.
Yeah, so I just started doing that this year. Before I would hold them all in my left hand and throw, but then the more I kept thinking about it, I just think that every shot would be the same if I just put them all down. And my routine and kind of like a free throw, every time it'll be consistent instead of having different weights in my left hand, which probably isn't a big factor, but at the end of the day, just putting them down and having one, it'll be the consistent every time.
So the first bag and the fourth bag are exactly the same.
Yep.
Anything that you would like to say?
I would just say, have fun. At the end of the day, it gets a little stressful, and you always want to win, and obviously that's the big thing. But if you're not having fun, then what are you doing? So you gotta be competitive, but you gotta have fun, and just enjoy yourself. Have a good time.
If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I've also created a free cornhole practice app. Click the link below for free access and start making every shot you should. I hope all 4 bags go in the hole, and see you next video.